Good day, students, staff, family, friends, and honored veterans. Thank you for being part of our program today. As Bristol High School principal, I always look forward to Veterans Day. It is a day where we can honor the veterans of our community and give a little back to those who gave so much. Unfortunately, we were unable to hold our traditional program due to COVID guidelines. We decided, with the help of our students and Mr. Giesi's broadcasting class, to carry on with our program virtually. As Americans, we owe a great debt of gratitude to the veterans. As community members of Bristol and Farmington, we choose to honor those who have sacrificed for our freedom and for the security of our nation. We express deep appreciation to our veterans. On Veterans Day, we honor these brave men and women who have served in our armed forces. We hope you enjoy this modified program and that it brings a little joy to your day in an uncertain time in our nation. Join me today as we pay tribute to the veterans of the United States of America.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Flag of America, flag of America, red, white, and blue, red, white, and blue, flag of America, we salute you.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we held at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
There are not words big enough, there's not a hug strong enough, there's not a smile wide enough. All I can offer is thank you. You are my hero, you are in my thoughts, you are in my prayers. For all you've done, thank you.
Hello there. This is Boy Scout Troop 4075 and showing you how to properly fold a flag. The first fold is in honor of the 13 original colonies and our forefathers who founded this great nation. We salute you. The second fold is to the men who died in the war for independence. We salute you. The third fold is to those men who fell in the War of 1812 to preserve our freedom. We salute you. The fourth fold is to the brave soldiers on both sides, the North and the South, in the Civil War. We salute you. The fifth fold is to those who shed their blood in the name of hope and freedom in the Great War. We salute you. The sixth fold is for our fathers and sons who died in the terrible battles of World War II. We salute you. The seventh fold is to the men of the 1st Marine Division who, in a rearguard action at the Chosin Reservoir in Korea, saved their battalion and the lives of their brother Marines. We salute you. The ninth fold is for our Commander-in-Chief who leads our nation in good times and bad. We salute you. The 10th fold is for the Boy Scouts of America and all the scouts who have gone before us. We salute you. The 11th fold is to God, our parents, and our families who we love and respect. We salute you. The 12th fold is to the men and women of our armed forces, the arsenal of democracy, and the hammer of freedom. We salute you. The 13th and the last fold is to the freedom, because without freedom there is no honor. Without honor, we are not Americans, and on this we vow that as long as this flag flies, we salute you.
Take pride in remembering the great lives who were lost in the freedom to save the country, who gave their life for you without anything in return or clue. The blessed few in their name. Today let us all remember them. Happy Veterans Day.
My name is Herm Brewer, and I am the Director of Trumbull County Veterans Service Commission here in Warren, Ohio. I'm also a member of many of the local veterans organizations. I'm the commander of the Military Order of the Purple Heart, as well as the president of the National Association of County Veterans Service Officers. So I represent in that organization about 2,000 other people that do what I do for a living.
All right, awesome, thank you. First, I'm going to start off by saying thank you for being here with us today.
Absolutely.
It's an honor sitting here with you. The first question is how did you end up being in charge of the Veteran Affairs? Like, what led you to where you're at?
Okay, so actually, to have this role, you have to have served in the military, and which I did. I served in the National Guard, but then also served in Iraq, called to active duty in 2003, and served a tour of duty over in Iraq. I was wounded while I was there, so when I came home, I actually sought assistance through this very office. So the gentleman who was my predecessor at the time was he was preparing himself for retirement. So I interviewed with him and was selected for the job and trained under him for a few years before he did retire, and then I took over in 2013.
It's awesome. The next thing is what all do you do throughout your day? Like, what is your daily life like?
Okay, so really, it's all about service. You know, we transition from being in the military service, and then we come back home, and a lot of people who serve in the military, it kind of gets ingrained in them that they want to help the people around them. In this capacity, we are helping the veterans of the community be able to either enrich their lives, help them with medical necessities, help them with financial necessities. So just in every way possible, we're looking after the veteran community to make sure that they're taken care of. So that's really what my day is about, is helping another veteran that served navigate to get their benefits.
Alrighty, and how long were you in the military?
All told, I was in about 12 years. I served, actually I first entered the military while I was in college in 1990, and I served for 6 years then. And then in 2003, I re-enlisted and went to war in Iraq. So I was in from 1990 to 1996, and then 2003 to 2009.
And from a personal opinion, how do you feel you impact the community yourself?
Well, I don't know that I would quantify what I do, but I just hope that by helping others that I'm able to make an impact on the people who need assistance throughout the community.
What does Veterans Day mean to you?
So Veterans Day, there's 3 days really throughout the year that a lot of people kind of sometimes jumble and confuse them. Memorial Day, obviously, that's for the veterans who fell during war. Then there's Armed Forces Day, that is for the people who are continuing to serve in the military. Veterans Day is for all who served. So I think it's a reminder to us and to the nation to look at those who served their nation and look to those to continue to serve or serve in other capacities, whether it's serving in their community, in their church, at their school, whatever the case is, but it's about service. And I think that's a good way to look at November 11th, is it's about service.
Alrighty, and do you have any advice for any veterans out there that are seeking assistance or need the help?
Absolutely. There is so many resources for veterans. It is really, when I hear the stories of veterans that fell through the cracks, it's heartbreaking, really, because I know that there are programs and services and resources available to them. They just didn't know where to go. So the advice that I would give them is to reach out to, one, if they're here in Trumbull County, reach out to our office. We'll get them tied in with the resources that they need or require. And if they're not in Trumbull County, then they should reach out to their local veterans office or their local veteran organization that's going to be able to help them navigate that.
Awesome. All right, well, that's all the questions I have for you. I want to say thank you again for meeting with us. Thank you for the service you have given us. We appreciate it, being able to come out here and do what we do.
Love it. Thanks.
Awesome. Thank you.
All right.
Why did you leave home and friends, comfort and safety to experience pain and hardship so I could be protected? I don't know, but thank you. Why did you put yourself in danger, injury and death always a possibility, so that I could be free? I don't know, but thank you.
I'm just trying to be a father, raise a daughter and a son, be a lover to their mother, everything to everyone, up and at 'em bright and early. I'm all business in my suit. Yeah, I'm dressed up for success, from my head down to my boots. I don't do it for the money, there's bills that I can't pay. I don't do it for the glory, I just do it anyway. Providing for our futures, my responsibility. Yeah, I'm real good under pressure, being all that I can be. I can't call in sick on Mondays when the weekend's been too strong. I just work straight through the holidays, sometimes all night long. You can bet that I stand ready when the wolf growls at the door. Hey, I'm solid, hey, I'm steady, hey, I'm true down to the core. And I will always do my duty, no matter what the price. I've counted up the cost, I know the sacrifice. Oh, and I don't want to die for you, but if dying's asking me, I'll bear that cross with honor, 'cause freedom don't come free. I'm an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front lines, sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American soldier. Yeah, an American soldier, an American. Beside my brothers and my sisters, I will proudly take a stand. When liberty's in jeopardy, I will always do what's right. I'm out here on the front line, so sleep in peace tonight. American soldier, I'm an American, an American. My dearest son, it's almost June. I hope this letter catches up with you and finds you well. It's been dry, but they're calling for rain, and everything's the same old same in Johnsonville. Your stubborn old daddy ain't said too much, but I'm sure you know he sends his love. And she goes on in a letter from home. I hold it up and show my buddies like we ain't scared and our boots ain't muddy, and they all laugh like there's something funny about the way I talk when I say mama sends her best, y'all. I fold it up and put it in my shirt, pick up my gun and get back to work, and it keeps me driving on, waiting on letters from home. My dearest love, it's almost dawn. I've been lying here all night long, wondering where you might be. I saw your mama and I showed her the ring. Man on a television said something, so I couldn't sleep.
While we were at home, they traveled land and sea to make sure we stayed safe, to protect and keep us free. Words are not enough to give them what they're due. On Veterans Day, please thank them for their service to me and you.
In each of America's struggles, heroes in uniform emerge to inspire and spur us on to victory. Our veterans' steadfast resolve to stand and fight for the American way of life is a constant reminder that the righteousness of our destiny overcomes the anguish of our losses. America's servicemen and women, who became our nation's veterans when they set their uniforms aside and resumed their daily civilian lives, have distinguished themselves through their willingness to risk life and limb in defense of the freedoms that we cherish. Today, we have had the opportunity and the privilege to honor veterans who bravely ensured freedoms of the United States of America. The veterans served our nation in uniform are the best people our society has to offer. We owe them our full support, our respect, and most sincere thanks. On behalf of the administration, the staff, and the students at Bristol High School, we thank you for your service and hope that this program has been a positive moment in a troubling time. We certainly hope that we can resume our traditional ceremonies next school year and look forward to honoring our veterans in person. Thank you.
Of all the military bugle calls, none is so easily recognized or more apt to render emotion than the call taps. The melody is both eloquent and haunting, and the history of its origin is interesting and somewhat clouded in controversy. In the British Army, a similar call known as the last post has been sounded over soldiers' graves since 1885, but the use of taps is unique with the United States military, since the call is sounded at funerals, wreath layings, and memorial services. Taps began as a revision to the signal for lights out at the end of the day. Up until the Civil War, the infantry call for extinguished lights was the one set down in Silas Casey's Tactics, which has been borrowed from the French. The music for taps was adapted by Union General Daniel Butterfield for his brigade in July 1862. As the story goes, General Butterfield was not pleased with the call for extinguished lights, feeling that the call was too formal to signal the day's end, and with the help of the brigade bugler, Oliver Wilcox Norton, wrote taps to honor his men while in camp at Harrison's Landing, Virginia. Following the 7 Days Battle, the call sounded that night in July 1862, soon spread to other units of the Union Army, and was even used by the Confederates. Taps was made by an official bugle call after the war.